I'm streaming a game here, and we're streaming with some pretty strong members of the Terra Mystic community. And so we're playing against Patrick, Danny, and Brian the Man. If everyone is able to, then we can do a voice chat, but right now most people aren't able to. We're playing Fjords. We play a lot of base. I don't like lakes. I don't like particularly. I don't particularly like the revised base map, but I do like Fjords. So I think that this is a decent chance to try that out. We've got 2 of the high coin pass tiles in the game and 2 coin events, but they're early, followed by no TPs. There's a round 4 towns event, and we've got dwellings and TPs late, so building up and then out seems rewarded here. I could see a faction like Alchemists doing well here. Obviously, Alchemists are always going to lakes. Now I know that it's like relatively high coin, but that's not such an issue for them. We have dwarves with 2 ship tiles in the game. Dwarves do love this map, and there's an early Earth cult reward. Love Earth 2 dwarves here, despite these 2 things in here. I'm just going to hope that green doesn't get put in. I have randomized landscapes, so I actually don't even know if they're in. Let's click here and then, yep, they are in. Okay, cool. So, mermaids seem fine here, right? Mermaids discourage green, and I would like to see dwarves without green in the game. Both ship tiles are in, 2 high coin tiles are in the game, and with both the power tiles in an early seat with spades in round 1, I feel like mermaids just can't be that unhappy. So I think that's the play. We're just going to toss some mermaids. The mermaid's landscape is kind of cool, but it was a lot cooler when it allowed you to form towns in like different ways. Now it is still like an extra magic hex. So like if you only have 2 hexes along a river, you can use the mermaid's landscape to make a sanctuary town like that. But it was cooler when like you could put like a landscape here and then join this hex with these 2 hexes and then have this landscape with a town tile here. That was pretty cool. Unfortunately, that's not how the landscape currently works in 4 Game Arena. The Dwarves landscape lets you connect, or lets you have increased range with just that 1 hex, so that's pretty neat. Darklings are always a pretty decent pick. With Earth 2 with this in round 1 and this, I very often like to open Earth 2 with Darklings and send my first priest to Earth. We'll see how it goes with fighting for territory for Team Black here. I think that yellow is like a fairly likely color to be picked here, and if that happens, then this G5 hex is like a monster leech spot with mermaids here, nomads here, and dwarves here. But you could just get boxed in here, especially if nomads come after H4. And as I was saying, I love the priest to earth here for Darklings, but you might need to toss that Um, you might need to secure H4 with your first action here. It's giants though. Giants are certainly different. Giants are obviously starting with this. I think that darklings almost always take the worker power. I've been talking about the darklings game plan. I think it's pretty solid. I think that you can postpone your sanctuary until round 3 this game. That should probably be fine. Danny likes mermaids. As I said, I think that it is a good mermaids track with both ship tiles and with the 2 coins tiles in the game. Those are exactly what darklings kind of want. Or, sorry, what mermaids kind of want. I think the round 4 T piece is also kind of good. Let's see. Contested hexes. I feel like dwarves have a fair number of contested hexes over here in the west. The west is going to be like a leech mine. However, giants probably don't start here. We can probably safely assume that giants aren't starting at H3. But mermaids want to dig F3 with their first action. As dwarves, you can take F3 with their first action. There will be at least 1 power tile left over. And if you do that, then the game gets ugly really fast. For mermaids, you seem kind of likely to lose D1. So even if you start on this E4 hex, then you probably don't get a town. So I think that dwarf's best move is to first action dig F3. It is a spade round as well. You're definitely getting a power tile, right? It's going to go big building tile, power tile, worker power, probably power tile, and then you just take another power tile. Mermaids could respond, but also by double digging this gray. That would be murderous, and I don't really want any part of that mess, But at the same time, I feel like this is a lot to pay for darklings too, when they probably don't connect. I'm assuming that darklings are the guys who got locked out of connection this game. Your path to connection relies on mermaids or giants leading you this green, or one of these guys. You're never getting out of the west here against dwarves. I think it's way too much to expect to be able to ship through here. Giants often want C4 for a bridge town anyway. The round 2 temple event is pretty nice for giants. Both ship tiles are pretty nice for giants, especially tension. My round 1 would probably be to bridge to C4 and then take B5 for giants. And then you have 4 workers left. And then you try to get a coins action. So you want the bridge action and the coins action around one of your giants, it looks like. The action got hot on mermaids. We are playing darklings, so the good thing is we should be able to get a town here. We are getting a town for darklings here, so that's good news. And then the other one, maybe it's a bridge town. But I think that G5 is too good of a hex not to have. There's still a world where mermaids try to start F7 instead of G8. I think that they probably, or instead of G6. I almost always prefer to start G6, but who knows? Giants can start either H6 or D3 here. I'd be shocked if it's anything else. Neither of these hexes actually, I think dwarves might start C6 instead of C8 to get that neighbor, in which case I might be incentivized to try starting C5. I think the digging spots here are too good. Mermaids might take F7, but then at least that's some sort of neighboring. So I think the digging opportunities are too good here. Up here, yeah, you have giants as your neighbor, but you're not going to get a town here, and it doesn't really do anything network-wise. So I think it's still G8, despite that giants kind of invite us there. Okay, mermaids do go G6, which means that we do have this F7. We do have this town available as an option for us. But I think that we're upgrading in the center. Again, if Patrick is following my game plan that he's double digging, or that he's taking this first, but he doesn't, so I think Danny might just take F3 on him here. Let's see what happens. If he doesn't take F3, then this is not the game that I expected to be playing. Let's take F6, F5, and F3, okay? So F5 is happening now. And then we're going to upgrade for our liege. So secretly, we do have this out, right? If we manage to get 2 spades here and 1 spade on I5 before Danny gets to 2 ship and takes I6, or 3 ship and just builds I5, then like we do have this out. Danny could have dug I6 but didn't. So that is kind of worth noting. Giants took a priest. I don't think that they're going to send it to Earth. Patrick quickly takes Earth 2. Mermaids upgrade next to us, which is really nice. So there's no spade that there's no hex that we really want to secure, which is cool. I think I would just take the. Actually, Giants are getting no liege. No one else really wants the coins, so I think that we can send this priest to Earth first. Oh, hold on. Can we open with a sanctuary? Are we already there? I think we're already at the point where we could open with a sanctuary. Let's take this. We'll take this. There's a world where dwarves want that. You need 15 coins to open sanctuary for here. And right now I've got 12 plus... Well, Giants and Priest to Earth. I think that that's a pretty weak move, but that's just me. I guess it is like a fair number of coins back. But Zach, hello. Welcome back to the stream. It has been a while, right? And dwarves get the double spade. Are they taking F3 back? Take F3 back. This is so fun. Do it. Do it. Oh wait, what did they do? Oh no, that was a single spade. Never mind. Mr. Fickles on Zorus's channel, on Zorus's YouTube channel, Mr. Fickles has posted a video. It's a strategy guide on how to play Giants. So that has got the world abuzz right now. All right, can we send this priest to Earth and then still manage to do this? I feel like that's a no, right? Okay, so Danny's going to give us 2 more liege. Let's do a little bit of math here. So we're going to get 3 power by taking Earth 2, and then by taking Earth 2 and setting priest, we could get 3 power. That would put us at 11. So if we 11 is a no, I think that we're half a power short, and we would get 2 liege from Danny. Okay, so we can do this without the coins action. The question is, do we want to do it without the coins action? You took a much needed break from BGA. That's good. I think that if you burn out, then you do gotta kind of take that break. So I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully you're doing okay. But yeah, I am considering just sending this priest to Earth, and then instead of converting it to a worker, I can send it to Earth. And then I can get an extra 4 coins out of it. But instead I could just have 7 coins. This will put me at 19. I would have 4 coins left over. I don't know, I think I might be a crazy person, but I kind of want to make this game a little more coin tight by sending this. No, sorry, there's a world where Danny doesn't give me that range. I can't do that. I should just do this. I should just be smart. Fire X, do you need a break from BGA as well? You're doing pretty well in our games. But those games have been happening at like a faster pace than I was expecting. I like signed up for a lot of turn-based Terra Mystica, and it's kind of happening faster than I anticipated. Look at this game. Giants can either take d4 or bridge to c4 and build b5. I think I would probably prefer to do that. You don't think you're doing well in the Fan Factions League? Okay. Well, I might just be like, I might be misreading it then. We can take a peek at those games. This game is going like pretty fast, so I'm not like I'm the only one who's been playing slowly here. So anyway, this is kind of what I was saying. Like this hex is just too good, right? Like this hex is so good in terms of leech. We are going to be able to open with the sanctuary because of it. Okay, so yeah, so it was good for me not to try any shenanigans. As opposed to just being a good boy and doing this. So it will take. Actually, maybe Fire 1 is better than Earth 2. But Earth 2 is just more my style. Earth 2 is just more my style. One bummer is that Ryan has stalled out, so I can't get onto that tile, and I'm also losing this tile. So the question is like, what pass tile do I actually get? It might be like something as underwhelming as 10th ship. I mean, it is something very underwhelming. I just need to figure out which underwhelming tile it is right now. Take Fire 1. That would be kind of cool. Fire 1, and then we can't even temple for Earth 1 then. I think probably we're not doing well enough economically to justify not taking Earth 1 here. Like we're not going to do so well on econ that we can just kick scoring favors entirely to the side, in my opinion. Giants are going to slow play this, or I guess they don't even have to. Wait, hold on. No, Giants are passing last. Okay. So Mermaids will take these coins. I probably just take their 10th ship. I don't really want Giants to get the 10th ship. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay, Danny. I see you. Okay. I think we're pretty happy with our Earth 2 pick now. So I think what we do here is we build F7, and then we take G7. We just take up some territory here. I don't think that dwarves particularly want. Dwarves are in a very tricky spot. I would say that, like, dwarves can take double spade, but they don't have a great place to put it. Because, like, if they take d5, right? So obviously they can take I2, but say they take d5. Where is the second spade even going, right? They take I6. Okay. That kind of makes sense. He's going to go temple for Earth 1 next. What if we just take H5 here, and then we just pass right away for the big building tile? like, it's not a ton of economy snowball, but we have so many coins right now. And then this thing gives us points and the workers that we missed out on. I say we just accelerate our game. Take short rounds, see what we can do. This mermaid's opening has gotten an awesome amount of leech. He's taken a double spade and a coins action in 2 rounds, and wow, that's a huge amount of leech for giants now. Danny should be giving me a nice leech here since it's temples. Mermaids take D2. He made a comment about going to war against about dwarves going to war, and this, you can kind of feel that here, right? Because like you can kind of feel them going to war here, because this D2 hex is also a very good hex for dwarves. Now that said, I mean, dwarves have plenty of tunnels, but this is hurting their connection quite badly. It looks like they want H6. That would be a nice way to connect for them. Giants bought another priest, so they might be looking to advance their ship and get up here. They might also just be looking to play kind of a culty game. This priest can go to fire quite happily here, it looks like. But yeah, it looks like dwarves might just want this E7 hex for their town. Because giants will take D5, so then dwarves, like it's actually pretty natural for dwarves to want E7 for a town. But in that case, I should always get one of E7 or F8 as long as I secure F7. Dwarves shouldn't be able to get both of these hexes from me, and giants shouldn't be that interested in E7. They should want E6 for connection or C5. So Ryan will get his Earth 1 now. Poor mermaids. I say that, I mean, it might not be obvious that I'm being sarcastic there, but mermaids are obviously very happy to surrender Earth 1 for this type of opening. Meanwhile, dwarves have yet to build I4. Ryan debating where to giant stomp. It's very likely to be D5. To be fair, giants don't need to connect through E6. They can get to 3 ship this game, which they might want to anyway to hit all these reds. And in that case, as long as they get A9 and B5, then and 3 ship, then ooh, what? This is not what I expected. I mean, this is a connection hex, obviously, but maybe giants think that they can make a town over here or something. But this might surrender D6 to dwarves. Dwarves want D6 so they can tunnel to C9, right? I guess dwarves don't have any spades. But I think that D6 is kind of likely to disappear at this rate. Also, I've just been like sitting here and commenting for a while, just kind of amusing. What can we do? We could temple for water 1. Like we could just temple for water 1 here and then secure 2 more hexes, right? Do we have the economy to justify that? We probably don't have the economy to justify that. Let's take this hex. I think dwarves might build I4, and if they do, that's good news for us because we get extra leech from it. And that also means that we can upgrade down here instead of next to mermaids up here. We were one lead short of being able to build something cool. I think we take F7 first. There is a world where dwarves kind of want that hex, so we will take F7 if we get the chance. I would imagine that mermaids are going to build their sanctuary this round. They have so many coins, and they have tons of worker production. Come here. Patrick should probably tunnel to E8. That's like one of his only places to expand, so this should give us a little bit of leech. And I believe the Water 1 rush should be underway now. Okay, so there it begins. Brian does have shipping now. He's got 3 priests on the cults. This is going to be a 2-key town Giants game. He has a shipping from 10 ships, so that's how all the priests are on the cults. There's the landscape. He'll get down 2 more dwellings, and I don't think that he wants Act 6. He does leave A7 open, which is pretty interesting. Now, obviously, this like allows Patrick to tunnel there, but I think that it was so that he could reach A9 faster. This would allow dwarves to double spade, but like, I mean, I guess they can double spade onto E7. Back hello again. I have decent worker production for my Earth too. Can we get 2 actions and still pass? I think that we might be able to. I think Giants will build both of these hexes. Mermaids are kind of done. They might advance their shipping, but they have nowhere to build, so I kind of want to pass on to this and take the coins action. I might lose Water 1 from it, but am I winning? I don't know if I'm winning. That's a big ask. No, you know what? I want Water 1 now. I'm going to get greedy and try to go for Water 1. And I'm going to say that there's a chance that I can pass on to a high coins tile if I can't get the TP tile. Because I think that the resources I think that priest production is really good for me. Because I would like to take both these hexes next round. Okay, Danny does pass. He passed on to the ship tile, so I can still take the TP tile. Ryan takes workers. Is he going to sanctuary Water 1? He can, he's welcome to. There's Patrick's tunnel that we were expecting. He might actually go for E7, which would annoy me. But whatever. If we're allowed to, our next action is to pass up to the TP tile. So I think that how we would want this round to go is we would want to dig E7, then TP here, and then pass TP here, TP here. It's only 1 town next round, but it's pretty strong, I think. Assuming Patrick doesn't pass here. If he does pass, then I just take a coins tile instead. Looking at it, he's probably correct to pass, actually. He doesn't really need to do anything left this round. This double spade, like, it's not clear that it gets him a town any more effectively. Well, he does take it though. Also, this takes a lot of pressure off of e7, which I appreciate. Though I suppose I should still probably put a high priority on securing that. Do I get any more leech this round? Patrick could build f8, but probably prefers to send priest to cult. We'll only down convert 1. Okay, let's get our coin economy rolling now with these TPs. And Rand getting to pass onto this thing is pretty sick. He's got a coins issue, but I don't think that he's too concerned about that right now. I would probably secure this bridge if I were Ryan. Though, nah, maybe you can just get greedy with the bridge and try to take it next round. There's no real reason why you can't. Oh yeah, am I dumb? Patrick has for the big building tile. It's kind of a mean block, but I do think that it's pretty likely that that Giants wind up on it next round. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you can chat with me like whenever you want, Zach. Okay, so we got 1 town set up this round. We should figure out what that town is. Now, originally I was thinking that it was like a ship town or a coin town. I think that the ship town is still a good idea. Next round is this, and I don't have any more places really to dig that much more without advancing ship. So I think the ship town is a good idea over here. The other town, well, I'm only making 1 town this round, right? It could also be a coin town. So the coin town upside is that I could make more TPs maybe. I should be making, well no, I should get enough leech to make TPs anyway. Yeah, so there's some leech. This is a cool looking town for Giants. Look at this star shape. It's only 1 shipping, this connection. So Giants can totally look for a town here and like a town here or something. But this low shipping Giant strategy is working out nicely. This also hurts me because I did want this hex. I didn't want to have to build a ton of TPs to get this done. And now it does look like I kind of have to build a ton. Alright, so our next action is going to be TP to take our town. We have just enough stuff to make 3 TPs and do nothing else, and I think that kind of makes sense. Like, we want to max out our TPs. We'll still have 4 worker production, which is plenty to build out dwellings next round. It does make me think that advancing ship here is a good idea. With like taking a ship town is a good idea. We can pass on to the ship tile. That's also great, but you know that's can't have everything. Giants have enough stuff to take a double spade. So if I were Giants, what would I be doing to be annoying? I think that I would probably be taking this hex, then building A9. Yeah, sorry, taking a ship town, building A9, double spading onto C8 once you get the leech, and then taking D6. Can even send priest to a cult to do that. Never mind, they took the 2 key town, which I guess we kind of knew was coming, right? I've been actually missing out on some leech because it's just been so wild. And mermaids are happy to just take ship towns, priest towns, because they've gotten so many resources instead of ship towns. I think that Wheatstone, despite me loving high points towns, I think that the right thing for me to do is still to take an economic town here. Because we do have dreams of 3-towning maybe, and next round we still, like, the fact is we do want to build dwellings next round, right? I guess, how many dwellings can we build through here if we only have 1 ship? Not that many, right? It would be better to build like this, this, and this. And dwarves will eventually get here, but this town is kind of awkward. It's like a lot of digs for that town. We can still do that. Patrick might have to go for an expensive TP here, or his Sanctuary or Stronghold. Ooh, Sanctuary or Stronghold is pretty spicy. If we see Patrick put a priest to Earth, then I think that that's probably a sign, like, in our favor. Fatty, you like the priest to Earth? Well, thank you. Without your approval, I was pretty iffy on it, but I'm glad to have you on board. But yeah, I mean, like, seriously speaking, like, I do think the ship town is pretty good. I think it is what I wanted here. Because round 4 is dwellings. Am I looking for 10 ship next round? I would love 10 ship next round. But if I can get onto a ship VP tile, like, I think a points tile is best, then 10 ship, then a coins tile. I think it's roughly that order. But, like, between a coin tile and 10 ship, I think that I'm fine either way. So I think that, like, there are some rounds where, like, it feels like all your passing options are bad. I think right now all my passing options are pretty good. That's how I see it. So we're going to have 66 points plus 4. We're going to have 70 points on the pass. That's not amazing. Patrick has yet to town. Because we have no cult presence, and I don't think we're going to do that well in terms of and I don't feel like we're doing that well in terms of endgame scoring, in terms of network, right? Like, this was not like a network plan anyway, and it certainly doesn't look very networky right now. So we do have some scoring issues for the endgame, and we will probably address those when we get there. And I am still going to take Leech, though. I am a fiend for Leech. Alright, so Danny's going all the way up on shipping this round. This is a very cool mermaids game plan. I am kind of sad that I just chose this kind of crappy darkling game plan. Dwarves got a nice cult town. I don't know that I would have taken a cult town, but I guess, like, the steps here are actually pretty good. My second town might be a cult town. We'll see if a third town is in the cards, but it doesn't look like there's particularly space for a third town right now. Like, I mean, I guess I could go for a town through here, right? How many digs would this town be? I would probably want 5 hexes. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be all my digs into a town over here. Assuming that I get this hex from, like, dwarves come over here, and then I get, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes, like, here. Digs for hexes here. I don't know, it doesn't seem amazing. Giants pass protect ship, which is very interesting. They are going to try to rush over here. And there's not much to do about it right now. Like, I think that is an interesting move, but to be fair, there's not a ton to do about it this second. But they're not going to beat dwarves at d6. So they have... Oh, they're going to come after h6. I see what this is. Alright, so that puts me in an interesting spot. I do think giants are a threat right now, like a big threat. So we could try to mess with giants by not letting them have these hexes here. Dwarves should be taking d6. In fact, they're going to take it with a cult spade. And then if I meddle with h7, then they're not really getting any stuff going here at all. And that could slow down like their super strong looking game. Okay, so this is pretty unfortunate. I think that I want kind of a long round next round, but I don't have a great chance for it here. I have 6 dwellings on my board and 4 worker production. Is there a case for me to go for this town instead? The answer is probably no, because I need to advance my shipping, and that costs a lot of coins. Like, what if I wanted to advance my shipping next round, and build 5 dwellings? That would cost 1, 2, 3, 4, plus, that would be 14 coins. I don't think I can afford that if I just pass for this. So I think that the right thing to do is just to be a little more conservative and take 1 ship advance plus just ship advance and build 4 dwellings. That would be 12 coins, which I easily have. And then maybe I can even take a worker's action to like supplement that or something. But that feels a little better to me. Why am I scattering dwellings and advancing ship? You're saying that you would like me to just try to build through here for a 3rd town? I mean, admittedly, I don't hate that. Like, I only have 3 priests, right? That's my issue. But I guess if I think about it that way, I can only build 4 dwellings anyway. If I buy a priest, then I can just build 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I could just build like 1, 2, 3, these 4 hexes. Like I let giants onto h7, but then I build these 4 hexes. Yeah, I think you might be right, Fatty. Like, I keep thinking about like this ship strategy, but I'm not getting onto this ship tile. Like, mermaids are going to advance ship all the way, pass for this big building tile, and then just basically pass right back onto here. So I'm never getting onto ship scoring. So when you put it that way, it probably just makes more sense to go for a 3rd town. And then I can, because I only have 1 TP to build next round, so in round 6, so I probably want to Temple Fire 2 and then build 2 TPs, right? Yeah, what you're saying makes sense. In that case, I'm a little sad that I took this ship town. But it's probably fine. This is hilarious. Yeah. Danny's gonna have such a short round. He has 4 dwellings on the board. I mean, he can score on this round, but he doesn't have to. He might just like dig this or something, and that's it. Oh, I have a spade coming off the cult. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can cult spade this pretty safely, right? Dwarves will just cult spade this back if I turn that, so that's probably not the way. Alright. I play in front of Danny, so I think I should just turn this blue and build it with my first action. There's like no world where I really want a different action first anyway. Okay, so I don't need a priest action. Fatty, you like Temple for Fire 2 this round? I mean, if I get a worker's action and like a ton of leech, then maybe. I guess you're right. Since I'm not advancing ship, I have lots of coins. So if I grab a worker's action, then it could happen. But at the same time, if I manage to get my 4 dwellings down, and I can just pass on to, and I can still pass on to a scoring tile, I will prefer that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that I grab the workers and I tempo fire too, if it comes down to that. All right, I'm getting to the point where I'm not sure I want this siege. It was a little much. I don't think that we're winning this game. I think we're not doing very well this game. We're like on par in points with everyone, but everyone is crushing the endgame scoring, right? Like giants and dwarves are crushing these cults, and they each have at least one more town coming in. Mermaids have a murderous number of points, and are on a pass tile, and are going to get on the other pass tile, and have another town coming in, and they have water 1, so... Like, the good thing is that I should make a good number of points this round, but... I'm tempted to throw my priest underwater here. I think that this priest to water is like a good number of points, because I have a reasonable chance at getting the last cult town as well. If it sticks around, I think I'll do that. Danny might hard dig down like one more dwelling or something. I don't think that he's trying to play like a lot of network with this, and passing onto this is still too valuable for him. I do think that I need to build dwellings this round. Like, this is 6 points of dwellings that I can't just like leave unbuilt right now. Ryan's advancing ship, fine by me. Patrick needs to keep in mind the technical considerations for F9. I think Giants would be crazy to try to smash I8. It weakens their town possibilities by a lot. Okay, so dwarves do pay attention. They come to F8 now. They're going to tunnel to F9 soon. Ryan should build FH7 now. So I will take 2 for 1s. That's still obviously a good deal. Alright. So now our decisions start to get tricky. Building this I8 dwelling is obviously kind of nice, but because it's a worker and it's 2 points. However, if we just pass now, then we can get onto this. And that's 8 points, a coin and a worker. Now, I mean, like, the economic benefits of other stuff are still really high, but we also get the coin's action if we do that. I think that we might just have to do that. Okay, so Ryan has used his giant smash now, which means that he's almost ready to pass. Ugh, tricky. really tricky. Patrick has all his stuff out as well. If I don't build this, I essentially concede network. That said, I still should beat dwarves on network as long as I connect. All right, what's happening? Danny is like passing in every world here. Giants will pass right away onto Danny's tile, and Patrick, once he's, if you go pass, I don't think, is Patrick ready to pass? That's the question. If Patrick is ready to pass, then like doing anything here is clearly wrong. I'm just going to say that Patrick's not ready to pass and get greedy and see what happens. And if it goes pass, which is the scenario where I do get locked out of the pass tile here, then I take a priest, I send the last priest to water, and that's like 4 points. Plus the 2 points that I got here. That alone is probably like almost enough to justify it. I can take priest, put it to water, cult bump water, and then take the workers and make a temple. So there's still play that I have here, I think. I think getting a little greedy is the right move here. Okay, Patrick rewards me by staying in the round, so that means that little hockey discussion here from Zach about the NHL. Prove that. Okay, so there's the pass from mermaids. The pass from giants is happening next, which means that it is my cue to pass after that, I think. So Danny has built on, Danny would need, let's say he gets out 2 more structures. He builds 2 TPs next round, and then let's say he gets out all this stuff. His network isn't that amazing. Giants are doing really well on network, of course. But I could be like second in network this game. It could happen. Are Giants staying around? This is a tough call. This is a pretty tough call. Danny's gonna open with coins. Like 8 points can't be bad. Like I'm talking about stuff like buying a priest, sending it to water, cult up with water, and then maybe like templing for fire too for like that's an extra like 8 points maybe. But just taking 8 guaranteed points here and making sure that Patrick doesn't get it. That probably seems good. Alright, so what do we want to do to make sure that we can do decent on network here? I think that Danny's going to open with coin, so I get to take the first town by templing for fire 2. Yeah. we can go Temple Fire 2. I just take a Priest Town right away. Is Danny getting a third town up here as well? I think that he has enough stuff to advance his digs. I'm not going to worry too much about it. He just has so many resources. It does look like he's going to get down to like a pretty absurd network. But I can go Temple Fire 2, TP, TP. That's 6 workers tied up. I would have 4 dwellings left on my board. And then I could end with 3 structures left. I would need 1 extra worker, but that's probably fine. If I go for a priest town, like I have this idea in my head that I can take these 2 hexes to make my town, and then I can take air 1 instead of fire 2. But you know what? That's probably too ambitious. That's probably not really called for. I think that I should just take fire 2 and this cult town that I've been interested in. I know I said priest town before, but I do kind of like the cult town. Like the fact that no one else gets cult town is nice. Fire 2. And we expect 4 power, so we'll convert down 1. This guy. Patrick probably gets the priest town in this case. So Ryan is going to end on 2 towns. That makes him a little less. I mean, Ryan's still doing fine. He's not less scary, particularly. Okay, so the last priest of water goes. We did expect that to happen. Build this. Down convert. Those 2-for-1s are still good. I think we have tempo on this priest town right now. I think that I'd be quite happy to get that priest town. After the priest town, we want 4 more structures. I think that we can get them from here. This would mean that we have a 1-ship connection, and then we can get these 2 hexes. But that's not as many hexes as I want, right? I actually want 4 more, not just 3 more. So I think I do need extra shipping. In which case, with 2 ship, I could get to 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes through here pretty easily. And can we do that with a ship count is the question. Let's see. The ship count, or can we do that with a priest town is the question, right? We have temple and a priest town. The answer to that question is maybe. The ship town gets us, or the priest town rather, leaves us with 5 plus 8 is 13 coins. We advance ship once. That's 11 coins. And then we build 1, 2, 3, 4 hex, including 2 natural blacks. We can do a priestly worker, and I think that it should be safe. We might also be able to do 3 power to a worker, because I think we have an extra coin right now. Okay, so let's count it. Let's count it real quick. 3 coins for a TP. 8 coins for this, so that's 11 coins, plus this is 15 coins. Right now we have 16 coins. If we got 2 more coins, then we could convert 3 power to a worker, and we could keep a priest for digging. We do expect at least 1 more 2-for-1 here. The question is, do we get another 2-for-1? I think the answer might be no. Dwarves have this TP to build, and then they have no more really, right? Like, they don't have to build more TPs, they only want Oh, dwarves connecting. Well, damn. And they had a great economy. Wow. What a great game from Patrick here. He can take D1 next. He has 3 more free brays to build on. So he's probably going to go dwelling, TP, dwelling left still this game. It's pretty filthy. Alright, so we're taking the priest town. I think that we talked ourselves into this. It's just a high value town. It lets us advance our shipping. And like we said, we can afford to advance shipping manually and still get some other stuff done. There's Ryan's town. Again, Ryan's points right now aren't that impressive, but he still has 2 more TPs to build, and he's competitive in both network and yeah, he's going to have enough workers to hard dig down this last dwelling. He has 2 reds here, plus he should have the workers to dig down another one. So Danny did not advance digs, which makes it look like he might just be settling for 2 towns, plus this monster shit pass. We're going to focus on hitting some natural blacks here. There's a chance that giant can take away A10 from us, which means that we will probably need to go for 3 power to a worker. So we are going to take this 2 for 1 and hope for 1 more. Little bit sketchy to hope, but we do need either a natural black or a free X, so we'll see which one it is. I mean, Giants may not be thinking that far yet. They still have 2 TPs to build, plus 1 more dwelling. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 workers to build the last one. They do have 10 workers, yeah, so hopefully they don't think to smash A10 just yet. But of course they could. Anyway, if I get a 2 for 1, then this is all moot. But I just don't see where the 2 for 1 is coming from. And that makes me scared. Patrick took a coin town, which I have to say I don't understand the coin town. Maybe he expects the leech to take the worker's action. That's probably it, right? No, that still doesn't explain it. Well, okay, I guess he wants to tunnel TP, and then if he gets the worker's action, then he can build another tunnel. That would be disgusting, and I think that there's actually nothing really stopping him from doing that. Because I am going to be building E10 here, I basically have to. He'll tunnel the G to C9 next, and then I'll build E6. And then he's got it. I guess I could take this, right? I could take this. But then I really, really need a 2 for 1. There's still a world where Ryan doesn't take my black. And if he doesn't take my black, then I don't need that 2 for 1. But that is all contingent on me getting that A10 hex. So I do think I kind of have to do this. if Ryan doesn't see that he can smash my hex, then like all is good, or that smashing my hex is good for him rather. So b6 is next. Yeah, so Patrick is patiently waiting right now. God, this is a sick game by Patrick. And he can also cult bump on air. That's annoying. Yep, so he's going to take b6. I don't think I can take the workers solely to annoy Patrick. I think I need to rush to a10. I think it's too important to rush to a10. So Danny will have the smallest network at least. That's, oh wait, no, hold on. What's this? He is going for another town. Is he? This looks like another town. But he doesn't have the digs for this, does he? So why fire 2 instead of air 1? That's probably just supposed to be air 1, right? Air 1's so good for him. Whatever. Yeah, I don't think I can stall this out. I think I need to go for my hex. So... Now, by the way, I am quite regretting not taking some of that leech earlier. Because now I might be trying to take leech that I can't afford. Alright, so moment of truth. Does Ryan take my hex? He does not. Okay, fine. So Patrick will beat us in network. However, at least we're going to tie other people in network. So I think at this means Patrick is winning the game. Yeah, there it is. Oh, wait, hold on. Ryan can still smash a5, can't he? He needs one more hex. It might as well be a5. Oh no, but Patrick can always build this hex. Yeah, so he can always build I2. Even if he didn't get that workers action, he was always building I2. Ryan smashing a5 instead of any other hex would only benefit him insofar as it takes away a tunneling point from dwarves. Which I think that he probably should do, because that means that dwarves then send the priest to either fire or air. That's probably what Ryan's supposed to do. In any case, it's clear what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do a10 here. And I'm supposed to be happy about it. Ryan's got a TP and a dwelling left, so that's 8. 6 for this, plus 2 for this is 8 more points for him. He'll pass with a resource point, so that's 112, 120. Ties me on network, so he'll be at 120 after the pass, and he'll have an edge of, let's say this is 6 points versus me. 6 plus 0 plus 2, that's 8 plus, this might be 8 points. That's 16 points. Yeah, I don't know if I got 16 points. If I can be at 136 while passing. But hold on, I will be at 136 while passing, right? So I think I should have Ryan covered here. Even if he manages to beat me by 16 on the cults, the fact that I've tied him on network here does seem to indicate that I'll be okay. Danny's saying that he biffed this round. I kind of agree with him there. I don't know exactly what happened. I think that this clearly was not supposed to happen. This very clearly was not supposed to happen. Fire 2 also looks like a mistake. It was almost certainly supposed to be air 1. So I'm talking about doing a priest to a worker. I can send a priest to a cult now instead. Because if I do priest to a cult, then I can do 3 power to a worker. So I think that's what we do. The question is, which cult do we send it to? Is it fire or is it earth? Unfortunately, we don't know if Ryan's going to take away this hex. If Ryan takes away this hex, then I don't need to worry about dwarves like at all. And in that case, I should just send it to Earth. But because like if I send it to fire, I think that mermaids are probably sending priests to fire anyway. Mermaids are probably sending 2 priests to fire. But Ryan can do 3 power to a worker instead of using priest as worker when he decides to take this hex. So he's probably not taking the hex and just fighting a cult, and I don't think there's like a way that I actually come ahead here. Okay, Danny does finally take air 1. Oh wait, I can send to air, right? Yeah, that's the answer. I can send to air because I have 1 extra power, 1 more power than I realized. So this is fine. Okay, this is fine. Danny doesn't have a lot of cult points, so that's going to be a saving grace for me. Yeah, okay, so Ryan does save his priest. So it was a good thing that I didn't set it to Earth, I think. I do think I have Ryan beat, so fighting him specifically, like, there wasn't that much to gain. At least I claim to have Ryan beat. Yeah, so Patrick is going to... Patrick doesn't have Air 1 at the very least, so he's going to get 16... cult points. Presumably this doesn't happen. And 18 network points. So 16 plus 18 more points is 154. I'm assuming that Danny is putting priest to air. Like, I would find it surprising if he didn't. But he doesn't have to commit that yet. He can maybe save to put 2 priests to fire. I have to imagine that Ryan goes priest to fire here to protect that cult. Okay. Yeah, so I think mermaid's last 2 priests go to air and fire. Yeah, Ryan does protect fire. So Danny's going to go air and fire with his last 2 priests, passing the resource point as well. Unfortunately, he has no network. And he doesn't have much cults either, so I think I do manage to squeak past him. So we're passing at 140. We're going to get to 149 off the back of network. And then we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 156. Is that... I think I said Patrick is 154. He doesn't have Air 1, right? Network is 136 or 138 plus 16 is 154. So I do have Patrick beat by a little bit. I think that I said that I have Ryan beat. And mermaids are going to pass to 152, but have no network points. So I think I have this. But it is crazy close. We're at 157. Yeah, it's a spread of 8 points between first and last, with second and third tied. Nice. Well, this worked out. Okay. So let's take a look at the breakdown. We took the longest time thinking because we were streaming and we were being stupid. But we did manage to open to the sanctuary, which was lucky, and that's always just a good bit of luck, right? So what do? We took 2 power actions all game, and that was all that we needed because we got just a ton of leech. We gained. How much did we gain from structures this game? We gained 35 power. Like, Fjords is just. This is part of what makes Fjords so cool. You can just gain so much leech. Okay, so. How do we score here? Wow, we did not play the track very well. So we built our sanctuary early. We didn't build a second temple. We didn't spade in round 1 because we used the priest as a worker. We built 2 TPs for 6 points. We built like 4 dwellings for 8 points. So that's 14 points plus a town. Yeah, we didn't score at all off the track in the first 3 rounds. But like that's just kind of how Terra Misfit is, right? Like if you can score in the second half of the game, then that's more important than scoring in the first half. We got 3 good towns, so that's nice. We passed pretty well, but not as well as Danny. And yeah, we went hard on Earth 1 and Water 1, so. And we got a handful of cult points, which were actually pretty decisive in the end here. We needed those to beat dwarves for sure. Mermaids were ahead of us on cults, but it was pretty important for us to like get a little bit ahead of dwarves there. Dwarves played the scoring track pretty well, and they got a very good number of tunnels, which was cool. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for chatting. It was a good one. I'm probably gonna hang and chat with these guys just a little more, but yeah, it was nice to get a game here on a Friday night. It was nice to get a bit of a lucky win. So we'll see y'all next time.